Ready, get set, because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
Boom. How's everyone doing? It's 420 Somewhere, guys. I'm your host, Brian Brown, and what this is the hottest podcast at 420 around, guys. This is where we count down Monday through Friday, every day around 410. We start the countdown, guys, and we count down to the best time of all times, 420. And we get into a whole mess of trouble in the meantime. We're talking Movie Mondays. We're talking true crime, we're talking Paranormal Tuesday, guys. We're talking Weed Wednesday. Yesterday, that was a crazy one. We did a green crack review, and then, a strain review. That green crack ain't nothing nice, man. The legends are true. And then we watched some creepy TikTok videos, and I got all sketched out from my headphones and them whispering shit in my ears. Yeah, that was a good time yesterday, guys. If you missed that one, you need to check it out in the archives from yesterday, guys. Oh, man, it was a good one. And then today, guys, is True Crime Thursday. And we're going to do things a little different. Usually we focus in on one subject per se, whether it be like a heist or something like that, a robbery. We are focusing in on the craziest celebrity scandals of all time. I don't know if we're going to find a little Fatty Arbuckle action. I don't know if we're going that far back, guys. That's a reference for the old school people there. A Fatty Arbuckle reference, guys. Oh, man. If anyone was going to get canceled in today's culture, Fatty Arbuckle. Oh, man. So we got a good one in store for you today, guys. But what else do? We do tomorrow. Baked and Unboxed at 420, guys, and it's a good one tomorrow. We're giving away now. We are giving away the Stranger Things artwork, guys. Look at this thing, man. This thing is straight fire. There's so many Easter eggs in this, guys. It worked out good. You're going to be getting an Easter egg for Easter. All you got to do is hashtag Stranger Things, guys. And this lovely beauty is going to be hanging over your TV, over your bed. I don't know, whatever you want to do with it, above on your ceiling. I don't know. Look, I just saw Spike in there for the first time. Beetlejuice. Oh man, there's so many things in there. Like I said, Ferris Bueller, batteries not included, never ending story, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oops, oopsie, oopsie. All right, no creases, man. It's a prize. All right, so guys, hashtag Stranger Things. And we're going to give that away tomorrow in time for Easter. Somebody's going to have that thing for Easter. How cool is that? So make sure you're blowing up those comments, guys. Hashtag Stranger Things. And then we also got an autograph to give away, guys, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Not next Friday, but the Friday after. The Dark Seed autograph, guys. Look at this thing. And we did get the variant, 26 out of 75, signed by the voice actor. Man, this thing is freaking fire. You know what's funny is the very first giveaway I ever did was a Dark Seed lithograph. I don't know who won that. Chris Zucchini? He won one back in the day. I don't know if it was that one or not. But yeah, that was the first giveaway we did. And here we are, what, a year and a half, 2 years later. And man, we've been doing this for a minute. And yeah, we got a good one. We got a good one on this one, guys. So hashtag Dark Seed. And then tomorrow, we're going to be getting into the BAM horror box, guys. We're going to be unboxing this beauty, and we're going to be giving some stuff away next week that's in here, guys. So you don't want to miss that. And from what I hear from Back to Retro Review, he posts his videos a little sooner than I do. And I can't wait. I have to jump in. A lot of you guys jump in and watch his videos too, which well deserved, man. He has great video content over there, guys. But he, so I kind of know what's in here already. And what are we going to give away out of it, guys? That's the question. Man, it's some good stuff in there. So tune in on that tomorrow, guys. But what else do we do? We count down to 420 by watching the craziest, the wildest, the wackiest, and the highest videos out there, guys. We're talking people falling. We're talking cars crashing. We're talking buildings falling. A whole mess of rockets exploding. We got a whole mess at the top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center, guys. 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green down there, guys. The remodel, beautiful. Check out the video over on the dailydank.com, and you're gonna see what I mean. Head down there, guys. It's magnificent. Anyway, let's get into this video, guys. And boom goes the dynamite. That's right, guys. Top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green. Whoa! And they won't pull your arm out like this. Look at her ponytail go flying in there. Whoa, whoa! He's got like a hot pan or something that's burned. It's hot water that if you throw it in the air, it will actually freeze. Oh, but then he falls. What's this guy doing? Oh, shit. I don't think he meant to do that. Oh, he fell flat on the swell of his back, too. Look at this. Yeah, no, he's going to show you. Oh, God, and he slid into that rock. His mistake was trying to shimmy back up. Oh. Walking home from Easter, guys. Be careful. I love watching people fall. That's right, Chris Zucchini. I said it twice in a row. I love watching people will fall. uh, and the more stuff they have, the better when they fall. All right, number one, guys. And what are those called? Trust falls? I wouldn't trust these girls anymore. Look, they just all kind of backed up. All right, guys, that's what you get for your high school friends. Top 5 and 420. Let's get those bonus rounds going. The guy's face. Oh, a new version of cornhole. Oh, shit. Whoa, what was that one? Bad idea. And cool. Oh, guys, that was your top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. We got about 20 seconds. Blow up those comments. Let me know what you guys are getting into. I'm getting back into some more green crack, guys. I can't get enough of this. You guys, whoever tuned in yesterday, man, you guys saw how baked I got. I was high as a kite watching those videos. Great, great time. Blow up those comments. I'm going to throw some shatter on top of that from Cottonmouth Kings, and I'm going to have myself a king of a time because, guys, wherever you're at, stop, take that deep breath, thank the universe you're alive. We got another few hours at least to get stuff done because it's 420. Boom. Just like that, it's 420, guys. Woo! I'm loving me that green crack, man. Ooh, and I said, it's funny because I'm such a cheapskate anymore. Like getting older, I guess maybe that's what it is. I don't know. And it's like 75, $80 a half ounce, which is what 160 an ounce, which isn't bad. That's still a great price. And I'm like, no, if it's not $80 an ounce, gee willikers. Oh man, this is good. Oh, Rosie, we're talking green crack, Rosie. Rosie the dog barking. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Yeah, man, it's some fire stuff. That stuff doesn't come around often, man. That's a classic OG strain. I love it, love it, love it. I'd get in on it, guys. All right. Today is Thursday, which means True Crime Thursday, guys. And we're getting into some celebrity scandals because it is True Crime Thursday on the Daily Dank. Bum, 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 bum. So dramatic. So dramatic. Which, true crime is dramatic. All right, guys, we got a fun one today. We don't we get into heists, we get into weird stuff, we get into the elevated mind stuff, stories you don't normally hear, and we try to do true crime a little different. And I thought, what fun would it be to look back, if you will. I was telling myself, this is what you need to do. You need to look back at the freaking all the scandals of celebrities like way back when too. Like I had mentioned Fatty Arbuckle. I don't believe he's on this list. His he had a pretty rough one, a pretty rough scandal. There was some bottles involved and young ladies, and I don't know. It wasn't nothing nice. That's what I got to say. But then there was allegations that it was rigged up from the movie studio. I don't know. That's one we should get into one time. That's a graphic, kind of a graphic one. But yeah, Fatty Arbuckle. I don't think he made the list. But we're looking back at other celebrity scandals, guys, like Hugh Grant. Remember when Hugh Grant got caught with the prostitute Divine Brown? Um, that was a huge scandal. Murders, Robert Blake. We talked about some of these on the 710 show, but I want to get into these guys. And let me see. Here we go. Share. All right. This is going to be brought to us by our good friends over at BuzzFeed, guys. All right. All right. All right. Number one celebrity scandal of all time, they're saying, is OJ Simpson, 94, 95. OJ was arrested and charged with the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, no relation to myself. Um, and a friend Ron Goldman. He was acquitted after a 10-month trial that was widely televised. I would say, yeah, that was probably the biggest celebrity scandal of all time. Yeah, I could agree with that, man. That thing was everywhere. It was massive. You couldn't look on TV without getting that headline every day. All right, number two, guys. Michael Jackson. Well, we all know he was charged with child molestation, and he was acquitted after a 4-month long trial that was a complete media spectacle. Oh, look at Mike with the beard. That doesn't help his cause by any means. uh, yeah, guys. So we know about old Michael, the problems he had. He got himself into some trouble with young kids, and there are a lot of rumors. I don't know. There's still a lot of doubt. Is there doubt? I don't know. He is a different kind of guy, man. Um, the only thing I could say, like, okay, you get charged. I mean, first of all, you get accused. Even if you don't get charged, you just get accused of something like this. Why would you ever why would you ever have kids back in your bed? Like, and that sounds sick, but that was like his thing. Like, he would have kids come over, and he was like a kid himself, and they'd play in his bedroom, and they'd hang in his bed, and like whatever. Um, so but then once you get accused of that, hey, smarten up, dude. Don't do it again. Don't put yourself in a position for to keep on getting accused and keep getting sued too. And he just kept settling. That didn't help his cause any, man. So yeah, Michael Jackson, guys, that was a huge celebrity scandal. I think they finally sold Neverland Ranch too. Oh, this was a big one. Jennifer Aniston files for divorce from Brad Pitt after 5 years of marriage. Months later, he debuts his relationship with Angelina Jolie. So the big rumored love affair. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Um, they were America's sweetheart couple. They had it all. They were doing their thing. I mean, they were a young, beautiful couple. Brad Pitt, they were two massive stars. You couldn't help but fall in love with them. And then He's with Angelina Jolie. And, they've had a huge, long relationship. I don't know if they're still together or not. I don't think so. I think I just heard a rumor that maybe Aniston and Brad Pitt were getting back together. I don't know, guys. I don't keep up with the Kardashians, per se. Other than I hear rumors that Reggie Bush, who's connected to the Kardashians somehow, football player Reggie Bush might be doing some kind of signings locally eventually. So we'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so this was a huge deal. Rumor mills of flu. Um, I don't know. I wouldn't say true crime per se. This one, guys, though, in 2009, Chris Brown was charged with assault for domestic violence in an incident with then girlfriend Rihanna. Who remembers this? I've never been a fan of Chris Brown, ever. Um, I don't really get his music. I'm not really that guy. It's kind of my age generation gap, whatever you want to call it. But man, I never really got his thing. He was like, I'm an innocent kid, but look at my tough guy tattoos. And like, I don't know. He seemed like a very confused young man. And he beat the crap out of his girlfriend, got caught for it. It was a big deal. That's got to be rough, to have something like that in the spotlight. We all make mistakes, man, but for the majority of us, we can kind of just go into our house and ride it out for a minute. Some of us yell at code enforcement in our underwear, and some of us rightfully so. But I mean, imagine having like a celebrity status and having a zillion photos of you out in your underwear yelling at code enforcement. Not everyone's built for that. And yeah, but don't do the crime if you can't do the time either. You're in that, bubble. They're a young couple. I don't know. Hopefully he got some help. Hopefully, you know, he's working his stuff out. In 1973, singer-songwriter Graham Parsons died at the age of 26 from causes unknown. To this day, unknown to this day. He previously expressed his desire to have his ashes scattered at Joshua Tree, but his family opted for a New Orleans burial instead. Paul Kaufman and Michael Martin, friends of Graham, were later arrested for stealing his body from LAX and driving it to Joshua Tree in a borrowed hearse. They attempted to cremate Graham by pouring gasoline all over the coffin. The ensuing the fire attracted police to the scene. Wow. So, hey, you know what? Those are some ride or die homies right there. You know what, man? If if I have certain wishes, and I'm a rock star, I'm whatever, and I'm not living with my parents anymore. I'm not there 24/7. Who's to say what I wanted or what I didn't want? And you got your friends. Those are some ride or die friends, man. They straight up steal your body in a hearse, drive you to Joshua Tree, and then try to burn your coffin, man. Those are some ride or die freaking friends, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. Loyal to the core. No one ever has to question those guys' loyalty, especially he's gone, too. A lot of people, I wouldn't say forget, but like priorities get a little shifted. Man, those guys were like, screw it. We're going to do this. Hell yeah. I'm okay with that, guys. Those are some ride or die friends. 2012, 2015, Whitney Houston is found dead in a bathtub during Grammy weekend 2012. Almost 3 years later, daughter Bobby Brown was found unconscious under eerie similar circumstances. Bobby Christina was in a coma for 6 months before her death. She was 22. Yeah, that's a sad one, man. Want to tell of how freaking drugs, man. No matter who you are, no matter what stature you are in life, man, you got the pressures. And if you're using drugs to kind of mask that and kind of, I don't know, hide it or, cover it. Like I did it for years. We talked about my meth use before when I was a teenager and going through some stuff. It definitely was trying to self medicate. And I don't know what Whitney and them were going through, if she just liked to get high or what. But, you know, that's horrible, man. Like, yeah, it got a hold of her and didn't let go. And then, years later, it got her daughter. I don't know if it was addiction, depression, but man, guys, don't ever think there's no one you can talk to. Come here. There's numbers you can call. You can talk to us online. But yeah, don't ever think suicide's the way, guys. All right, 1977. Elvis Presley found dead in upper room at his Graceland mansion. Officially ruled a heart attack. Many believe drug abuse was involved. Yeah, man, Elvis was pretty rough those last few years. Um, was really rough those last few years. What the heck was that? Oh, sorry, guys. I heard something outside. I thought of Elvis's ghost coming to get me. um, yeah, what is it? Clogged arteries, constipation, uppers, downers. Yeah, that's a rough one. And that thing rocked the world, man. Elvis was the beloved figure in America, man. If there's any question about his drug abuse, Elvis showed up at the White House several times to try to talk to Nixon before finally getting his way and trying to convince him that he should be a DEA agent. Great story. There's a movie behind it. Me and my kids went to the Nixon Museum, Presidential Museum or Library. And they had a whole piece of it on that. Very interesting. Oh, Elvis. All right, guys. 1995 and 96. Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape was stolen and leaked um, on the early web. The couple would later sue Penthouse publisher Bob Guccione over the stolen tape. Yeah, that was a huge scandal, man. That was it. That was the first sex tape, right? I mean, Rob Lowe, but that didn't go viral because there was no viral. That just like showed on the news. They took like clips of it. I remember well, he wasn't a friend of mine. He ended up being a child molester, but an older guy who owned a business was taught he used to get the live feeds from the satellite. He was a TV guy, and he had said that he could see them editing it as they were like taking their clips of what they were going to use for the news. And he said it was pretty risque. But then again, that guy was a convicted child molester. So who knows? Who knows? But I never got it. I never got it, guys. He never molested me. I don't think he molested anyone local. Anyway, that's a whole story, another story. I told you that before. But yeah, this was a massive one, man. This broke the internet before the internet really existed, man. I remember people trying to download photos, and you just get that little that like one grain at a time, and you have to wait 6 months just to get a full photo. But yeah, so that, man, I remember that clearly. That thing blew up the internet. Oh, Woody Allen, 1992. Yeah. Admits dating his former stepdaughter and then marries her amidst sexual assault allegations. The pair married in 1997. Yeah. You know, I don't. I don't know. You marry your freaking or you marry your daughter. Like, and I know it was his adopted daughter, but he raised her. So, like, I don't. Yeah, he raised her. That's all I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one. Woody Allen, I'm not a big fan of his films. I'm not a big fan of him as a person. And I know I catch a lot of heat for that. People love Woody Allen films. Not me. I don't get it. I think they're kind of pretentious. I think he's kind of pretentious. I mean, obviously, he doesn't think the rules of life apply to him, but whatever. Oh, this was a huge one. 97. Mike Tyson bites off a piece of Evander Holyfield's ear during a match. Holyfield was rushed to the hospital and and uh, rushed to the hospital for surgery, and Tyson faced a $3 million fine. Yeah, man, this was after prison Tyson. He got out. This was the dream match. You know what? People waited years for this. Tyson versus Holyfield. And then what happens? He bites his damn ear off. um, yeah, I don't know if it was out of frustration, out of what exactly, but yeah, Tyson Tyson bit his ear. I remember. Who remembers? Was it Holyfield and Riddick Bowe, where the guy in the parachute came down and landed in the ring? That was a crazy one too. Yeah, a crazy time for boxing. Sandra Bullock announces split from husband Jesse James after reports of infidelities became public, days after her Oscar win for The Blind Side. Later, it would be revealed the infidelities came out while the couple was in the process of adopting a son. Yeah, and then all those pictures of him wearing the Nazi stuff came out. And then, I don't know, they seemed like that was always an odd couple. Um, I've always I've known people, I don't know Jesse James per se, but I've known people like him who have that like kind of ADHD and that kind of like, yeah, he's an odd cat, man. Um he's a true blue cat too. I mean, he's stand up dude. I mean, he owns his stuff, calls people out when they need to be called out. So I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, this was a big deal. And they were adopting a son. He was off having an affair. Yeah, that was a pretty big one. And then I remember the Nazi stuff came out after that. Ozzy Osbourne bites head off the bat. A fan threw on stage, assuming it was fake. It was not. People still debate whether the incident was real, fake, set up, or a total hoax. He talked about this on his show. I think it was the paranormal show, or him and his son were driving around doing stuff. I don't know. It was one of those reality shows he was in, and he said that someone threw it in and he thought it was fake. So he's like, and then he realized it wasn't, and it was a whole big like ordeal involved. They talked a lot about Ozzy and some of his things, public urination, how he was banned from a town for a while, and they actually went back to the town and they welcomed him back. It was kind of a cool show. 2007, Kim Kardashian and Ray J's sex tape is leaked. Now, this was kind of like Paris Hilton. I would say this is both the kind of Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian was at the same time. I remember, I'm not a celebrity guy. I never was. But I remember getting spam emails about these tapes, and I'm like, who the hell's Paris Hilton? Who the hell's Kim Kardashian? And then it's so crazy that during this era, these sex tapes actually made these people famous. Like they had famous parents or famous uncles or whatever. And now, like, because they have a sex tape and they have a name. Yeah. And then I remember Lawrence Fishburne's daughter tried to do the same and it failed because she tried. Who was the other one? The teen mom? She tried to do it, but it was kind of fake, so it failed. Roman Polanski, 43, arrested and accused of drugging and raping 13-year-old Samantha Galley during a photo shoot the previous night at Jack Nicholson's Hollywood home. Yeah, that's a big one. He's still wanted for that. He stays in France. And look at that hairy old chest. And doesn't come because he has warrants and they'll pick his ass up. So yeah, he's kind of an island to himself over in France. All right, Todd Bridges arrested and charged with attempted murder. I remember this. And later acquitted and later charged with assault with a firearm that he was acquitted too. Yeah, he had some crack problems, man, and he admitted it. He was one of those first child stars that started having the problems and that came out during that era. It was it was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad one. And then the other girl who played the sister, Dana Plato, she also had a scandal. It was in Vegas where she robbed a porn shop, a porn video shop, at gunpoint. And she had some hard drug issues, man. Those Drummond kids, boy, they had a hard time. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I am getting ready to hit up a doctor's appointment. So that was your True Crime Thursday. All right, guys, get in on these giveaways. We're talking hashtag Stranger Things. We're talking hashtag Dark Seed. We're talking hashtag Instant Win. You never know, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate your guys' patience at the 710 show, man. My neck was freaking flared up this morning. Hard times, hard times. All right, so appreciate your patience, guys. I'll make it up to you. We'll get another show out there. All right, I will see you guys in the morning at 710. Appreciate it, and we'll see you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.